Clip and Huck, the mysterious lines in the sky. The last frost had at last melted away into a memory across the valley. Clip, the little red squirrel, scampered along his favorite branch carrying a hazelnut he'd just dug up, where it had been hiding all winter. He stopped and smiled, happy to feel the warm spring sunshine on his back. Clip looked up and paused. The sky looks different. Long white lines stretched from one horizon to the other, crossing each other like giant threads stitched through the blue. Clip tilted his head. I've never seen so many. Just then Huck the pine marten bounded onto the branch beside him. What have you found now? Huck grinned. Clip pointed upwards. The sky. Huck looked. For once, even Huck had no joke ready. I've seen lines before, he said quietly, but never quite like these. They looked at one another. Strange, they both said at the same time. They wondered if someone in the forest would know. The first animal they found was Victor the robin. Those? Laughed Victor. They are just clouds that forgot how to be fluffy. He flew away before either of them could ask another question. Clip wasn't convinced. Next they visited Berry the otter beside the river. She sat on the river bank watching the water. The funny thing, she said, isn't the sky. It isn't? Asked Huck. No. She pointed at the river. The lines stay there long after the aeroplanes have gone. Clip and Huck stared into the water. She was right. The reflections lingered and slowly spread into great white clouds covering the sky. High above, Mitch the red kite circled lazily on the wind before landing on a stone wall beside the path. I see them from miles away, he called. Some days there are only one or two. Other days they crisscross the whole countryside before slowly spreading out. Do you know why? Shouted Clip. Mitch folded his wings. Nope. I only know they weren't always there. As evening fell, they reached a thicket of brambles beside old Tom's farmhouse. Nestled beneath the thicket sat Haggis. The little hedgehog was carefully collecting fallen leaves for the night. Good evening, he puffed. You've walked a long way. We're trying to solve a mystery, said Huck. Haggis looked up. The white lines. You've noticed them too. I notice everything. He smiled. When you're this close to the ground, looking carefully becomes a useful habit. So what are they? Haggis thought for a long time. I don't know. Clip blinked. You don't. Haggis chuckled. There's no shame in saying I don't know. The world is full of questions. The trick is never to stop asking them. As darkness settled, the old tawny owl Gilbert glided silently onto an oak branch. His feathers were silver with age. I couldn't help overhearing. You've seen the lines? Asked Clip. Gilbert nodded slowly. I have watched these woods for many seasons. Were they always there? Huck asked. The owl gazed across the valley before answering. No. The forest fell quiet. Then where did they come from? Whispered Clip. Gilbert was silent for a long moment. At last, he smiled. That is a very good question. The forest fell silent. The next morning, Clip woke early. A yellow hammer sang its familiar song from the top of an English oak. A little bit of bread and butter, please. Tiny drops of dew sparkled on every blade of grass. Clip climbed to his favorite branch and looked across the valley. There they were again. Fresh white lines stretched across the bright blue sky. Some faded away. Some slowly spread wider. Some crossed each other until they looked like a giant web woven high above the forest. Clip watched them for a long time. He still didn't know what they were, but he smiled. Yesterday, he had spoken to a robin, an otter, a red kite, a hedgehog, and an old owl. Each had noticed something different. Each had seen the same sky in a different way. Clip looked up once more. Perhaps, he whispered, every mystery begins with someone noticing. The white lines drifted silently across the morning sky. And Clip knew one thing for certain. He would never stop looking up.